And guys, my number 10, we're starting to get up into the top ones. My number 10 application is one that I hope will become a classic, and it's going to be Zombieville USA. Very fun, pretty original gameplay. It's a third-person shooter pretty much. You're just panned out, and you really don't have too much of a clear view of what you're doing. You're kind of just panned out and you're scanning along the side of this neighborhood street, and everyone is a zombie except for you. You're trying to just blow zombies' brains out and pretty much just trying to survive as you progress throughout the entire town, throughout the levels, with getting different power-ups such as weapons and health and ammo and whatnot. And then by doing that, as you just continue to progress, you can go inside houses, get certain power-ups along the way for your mission so that you can kind of get that extra boost to just get to the end of the level. But if I'll show you how to play right here, once you've played a game, it'll show you your record, which is how many zombies you've killed and what level you've gotten to. And then over on the left side you have new game, resume game. If you're already in one, then it'll have continue, or you'll have options. So you can go into new game, and I'll show you just the first level. Very simple concept. You use the bottom of the screen pretty much just to direct your little guy. You're this little redneck guy walking through the town, and what you start off with is a pistol and 100 bullets. So by tapping the right arrow at the bottom of the screen, you go, oh, I'm looking through the camera and I just got screwed. Left arrow, you go left. Right arrow, you obviously go right. So right, I want to be able to direct you. Right, left, and then by tapping in the middle of the screen, you'll actually shoot your gun, whichever one you're holding at the time. Alright, I gotta go in this building because I'm getting a lot more damage than I thought I would. And then you pretty much just hop into any building, and by hopping into a building, you'll either be able to receive ammo or money. You really don't know which one you're going to get, but you get ammo or you get money. Both do come in handy later in the application. Ammo, I'm going to say more than anything, because you can get through each level with any gun that you want. You get different guns at the end, and it gets up to the point where you can get like chainsaws and like missile launchers and stuff and Uzis. You get some pretty big guns, and the application definitely stays fresh because you're going through, and it's very repetitive levels. You're always on this kind of a street layout. You always have these houses that you're jumping into. It's always nighttime, nothing really different there. You do encounter different zombies throughout the entire application, such as red zombies. There's ones that are faster. There's ones that take more damage, so that it takes a longer time to actually kill. But other than that, you're pretty much just playing throughout the exact same levels, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's such an addicting kind of application, and the gameplay is so fluid and so much fun that I would definitely recommend to at least go check this out. There was at one point a light version in the App Store. I'm not sure if there still is, and if there is, definitely go check out the light version for free. But if you want to actually go out and get the paid version, definitely recommend it. That's going to be called Zombieville USA. I'll show you the little shop here at the end very quickly. When you first start, here's your money up at the right top corner, and here's your health, and then also your ammo. You only have a few things you're actually able to buy at first. What we have first is you have health that you can power up. So I got my health. Then you also have a shotgun, and then you also have a more accurate pistol. There's other guns that do come in later in the application, such as like assault rifles, little SMG handguns, the chainsaw, like I was saying, that's probably my personal favorite. But pretty much that's the entire application. I'm going to cancel out of this, and we're going to go on to my number 9 application, which is, I don't know, I reviewed it a while back, and I was pretty addicted to it for a while. It's starting to fade out of my library, though, and this is going to be Touch Grind. Now this is a higher priced application, but even if you're not a skateboard fan, this is without a doubt the premier skateboarding app on the App Store so far. I believe it to be the best application for skateboarding or for even most extreme sports out there. It's definitely a really fun, really well constructed application, and the graphics are solid as ever for any other application I've seen. From this beginning main menu, you have a couple different options. You have Jam Session, which is just going around trying to get your highest score. Competition, which is a timed rally where you're trying to get different multipliers and you're trying to build up the highest score, and also it has an online system available. Your options, about, how to, which is definitely recommended by me. It's video tutorials on how to do different tricks, and then warm up is just free skating, going around doing nothing pretty much. We'll go into Jam Session, and then you also have a crazy amount of boards that you can use and create. So these are all the boards that come with it pre-installed. Get through all these. And then the last one that you can get is going to be the Ninja board. But they now have a feature due to a new update where you can create a board. You can customize a board with different photos that you have saved onto your device. Very cool. All you do is you click Customize, and I'll show you the very simple process. Choose from Photos. Go under here. Go to here. And then you just turn the photo, as you guys can see, maybe a little bit in here. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And there we go. Now I have my skateboard customized. Very cool, very easy concept. So you can really customize a skateboard with any photo that you'd like. And here's the fantastic graphics that I was talking about, guys. So you have all these graphics, and using your fingers, pretty much like an old classic tech deck kind of border. You just go around and you skate by flicking your fingers in different angles, different timing, different ways off the board. If you flip it off the side, you'll do a kick flip it off the back, and then flick your back finger. You'll probably do a pop shove it. The game pretty much offers complete free roam ability, so if you're doing something like Jam Session like I am right now, you can go off a ramp, or you can just go around and do some flat land tricks like manual kind of things, or you can just go up and do a grind. Pop off, land it. That went perfectly. Probably won't be able to do that a second time, but anyway, that's pretty much the entire application. As you guys do see, you're on a very zoomed in view from over here. If you want to see the entire park, click this little magnifying glass, and you'll be able to pan around and see everything that you can go trick off of, and it's a pretty big skate park, I'm not going to lie. You have a lot of options, a lot of availability that you can actually do, but sadly, since a lot of these things are from just square overhead, it's pretty hard to do a lot of these tricks such as going off a ramp. There's no half pipes or anything like that, because that's not really the kind of game that this is. I mean, if it was a half pipe, then you'd be going back and doing constant scores, but this game is more of line your trick up and get the best combo possible. So definitely recommend you go check this one out. This is going to be called Touch Grind. Probably the best, actually no, it's the best skateboarding application in the App Store. I will put my word on that. And then it's probably one of the best sports applications overall from the App Store. That's called Touch Grind. That is going to be my number 9 application for review, or for my top 20 applications. And then guys, just like I was saying earlier, my number 8 application is going to be Tap Tap Revenge 2. This is the sequel to the hit game that I was talking about earlier. Sorry I didn't have a review of that, but this is just a little bit of a more upgraded version of it, and it's also free. It's got more downloadable content, and it's got a lot bigger artist names on here. So what we have is, here's an example. There's 311 right there on the main menu that you can download. And from your game menu, you have 1 player, 2-player, which I'll show you in a second, career mode, which pretty much is just your stats and goals that you've achieved, and then play online, which is also pretty fluid as well. We'll go under 1-player at first, and I'll just show you. Go under extreme, and what you're doing is you're pretty much playing Guitar Hero, but with tapping. So go through your entire list of songs. You have all this content. These are all different songs that you can download, or that come in pre-installed on the application, and they are all free. That is the coolest part about it. They are all free. Here's an example. Papa Roach. No, let's play Coldplay. Here's a Coldplay. Lovers in Japan, Osaka Sun Remix. Turn the sound up for this. It's actually one of my favorite songs off the album. Good thing I can't hit half these. There's just a lot of flashing colors to me right now. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I'm going to show you for this application. I'll go out and I'll show you 2-player right now because I'm pretty much doing awful on the 1-player. Go to home if I can. There we go. 2-player. This is awesome. I'll show you just a medium. That's just simple enough. I'll just pick any random song. But if you're ever just sitting there with a buddy, you guys are bored, you want to do something, pull out Tap Tap Revenge 2. It's awesome. You'll have 2 different sides. This is my side. This will be his side up here. And that's pretty much it. As you guys see, it's got a cool little kind of design to it with the curvy stuff. This is my fret bar. His is up here. And then over on the right side, it shows you who's winning by showing you which side the little paddle's on. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, I'm winning by a very little bit over here on this purple. But one more thing, the sound is fantastic, obviously, because it is a music application. But look at these graphics. There's so much happening on this screen at once, and just how awesome that looks. Definitely recommend it. There is absolutely no reason for you to go check that application out. It is free. It is most likely going to stay free. It is the sequel to one of the top games in the App Store. It's Tap Tap Revenge 2. That is going to be my number 8 application for my top 20 apps. Alrighty guys, sorry, back again. Had to go empty out my memory card. My number, what is this, 8, 9, 8? My number 7 application, sorry I'm getting a little bit out of this right now. My number 7 application for you guys is going to be Pandora Radio. This was one of the original applications that I reviewed a while back, and it really hasn't got too much hype, not too many major updates, but pretty much what it is I would say one of the best radio applications for your iPod or iPhone. So it boots me up with Kanye West Radio because it's one of the radio stations that I've already preset as a favorite. You have the ones that I have are Kanye West and Lil Wayne. Very simple to find a new station. What you can do is you just go under at the bottom where it says new station, search it. We'll do 303. That's one of my new favorite bands as of right now, actually. 30. Looks like I'm spelling this wrong, I think. Yeah, I am. It's 0. There we go. 303. It takes a while to search it, and hopefully we're going to get it in a second. Alright, there we go. Thumbs up. It's now one of my favorites. Just as easy as that. You can skip to a new song. And pretty much all it does is it plays full uncensored songs on your and then this is just a similar song to it. This is Shake It by Metro Station. Also a pretty good song. Volume. And you have your artwork and everything, guys. It's pretty much like you have this music stored onto your device. The only problem is that you can't actually save the music to your device and you can't download it or anything. You can tag the song though, so if you want to later go out and buy it and download it from iTunes, or, I don't know, steal it from LimeWire, you do have that ability to tag a song. It's a very well constructed application. I definitely recommend it because not only is it free music at the tip of your fingers, it's free. So, I mean, I just said that. I don't know why I had to reiterate that. Anyway, what I'm saying is the application itself is free. There's no reason that you'd ever have to go out and buy a radio application. This is free. This is the best that you will ever be able to find as of now. I recommend the crap out of it. It's Pandora Radio. It's my number 7 application review for my top 20. Definitely recommend to go check that one out. My next one for you guys, I fell in love with this one for a while. It was addicting to me as crap, and then it kind of just faded off, and it's starting to come back very slowly with me and a couple buddies at school. It's going to be The Price is Right, my number 6 application. And for this application, it is a little bit more of a pricey application. That's probably because it had to use the name, and it's got a lot of name brand products in here, so they're having to use a lot of official stuff. From here in your main menu, you have your person that you can create. Change players, so you can create a new player if you'd like. Options, and then all your mini games. It has a lot of mini games, all from the original show on The Price is Right. From here, you have to unlock them. There's Contestants Row, 3 Strikes, Bonkers, Flip Flop, Cliffhangers, Checkout. What is that? Freeze Frame, Hole in One, It's in the Bag, Plinko, my personal favorite. What is this? Money Game. There's so many. I'm not going to read the rest. So there's a lot of games, as you guys see. There's some of the big ones in here. And pretty much I'm going to go back to the main menu and I'll show you a really, really simple, just single player mode of it. It can get up to 4 players from the same device if you want to do party game, which is definitely my favorite part about it, is playing with a couple buddies. But if you want to go from just the main menu, you have 3 Strikes mode, which is pretty much just gives you the ability to mess up 3 times. Even if you don't win Contestants Row in the beginning, you still progress on, even though that you didn't win it, but you just get 1 strike. Or you can do the classic mode, which is pretty much just playing like the normal, like the TV show. So if you win, you progress on. If you don't, too bad. That sucks. It has the announcer, I believe, from the original show. It sounds fantastic. The sounds and the song. So as you guys see with the audience, the sound effects, the lights, the game boards and everything, it makes you feel exactly as you're in the game show itself. I mean, I've never been there, obviously, but I don't know if that's obvious. Maybe I have been there. Anyway, it just makes it feel like it's a very lifelike, very realistic Price is Right feeling, which definitely makes you want to come back and play it some more. We're going to go to the main menu. I've showed you this a little bit, and what I want to show you is one of the mini games for you guys, because the mini games are fantastically designed. The controls for them that have been synced with the iPod Touch and the iPhone, they did a really, really super job on that. I just want to give them credit because it makes all the applications and all the mini games, or all the mini games in here, it makes them all seem individual in their own way. It seems like you actually just bought all these different mini games for your device. So I don't think I have Plinko. God, I gotta earn Plinko still. Let's play Cliffhangers. Can't play cliffhangers. What can I play? Want to play? I don't know which ones I can play. Apparently I can't do any of these. I don't know why. Complete all the challenges to unlock access to the pricing games. I guess I'm blind. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to show you for this application then. It's a fantastic one. It's really fun. Definitely recommend to go check it out. I mean, it is a higher price, so if you're not a fan of the show, you'll probably want to steer clear of it. But if you do enjoy the show, or if you've watched it from time to time, go over, read the description in the App Store, and if you do like that, then you might want to be able to actually cough up the money for it. That's Price is Right, which is going to be my number 6 application in the, for my top 20. Alrighty guys, we're getting into my top 5. This is going to be the big ones for you guys. And it's going to be a little bit of a downer right now because I'm going to tell you my number 5, but I'm not going to show it to you. My number 5 application is going to be Facebook. Right here. It's free, it syncs seamlessly with your Facebook account from your computer and from your user account that you've already created. And I'm not going to show it to you guys because I have all my stuff stored on there from my Facebook account. It's got my last name, my location, stuff that I don't want my fans to all see. Sorry about that. You're going to have to trust me on it. If you have a Facebook on your computer, go check out the application. You'll definitely see why I love it so much. It's my number 5 top app. It is free, so there's no problem and there's no shame in going out to check it out at least. And sorry I can't show you more than that, but I'll at least be able to put it in my top 20. Facebook is going to be my number 5 application. Skip on down, we're going to go to my number 4 application, which is going to be a pretty recent one as well. This is going to be, let me find it, this is going to be Skype. And I'm not going to show you a demonstration of Skype because you need to have a microphone included into it, and I really don't have one. It's over there, across the room from me, and I pretty much just want to be able to show you guys what the whole layout of Skype is. If you don't know what Skype is it's pretty much a phone built into your computer, or now it's built into your iPod Touch. You can use it on an iPhone, which as users have said saved them just a ton of money because it is free VoIP, voice over IP. I think that's what it stands for. It's just complete guess. It might not. If it doesn't, just bash me in the comments. That's fine. But anyway, it's free calling from your device. You can use it on your computer, but you can use it on your iPod Touch if you want. You're going to need an external mic though because you're going to need to be able to talk into something. So down at the bottom, your HUD, you have contacts, chats, call, so it actually gives you the little keypad so you can actually call another Skype user, history, or my info. This is pretty much my entire profile right here. There's my picture, my status. I can edit my profile just the same way that you can on your computer account. And then these bottom 3 ones, these are where you pay money. Skype is a free application and a free program, but if you want to pay money for it and get the whole premium kind of package, you can, or you don't need to. I steer clear of it because I have no need to. But if you do decide to pay money and you do decide to get Skype credits and whatnot, you will be able to call landlines and cell phones. You can call actual cell phones and real phone numbers, not only just the Skype users pretty much, which is definitely a cool feature that they've added on. Obviously that costs money because if not, then everyone would just use Skype, but you can go out and cough up just a few bucks and you'll be able to get more of on your Skype device than you will actually probably be able to use on your iPhone, the actual phone. So I know that a lot of users downgraded their iPhone plan and got Skype so that they can use this and just call other Skype users as well. Kind of a little hint and a tip way to get around it, but why not? You're saving money for it and it works just the same. So this is pretty much the entire application. That's all I'm going to show you for it. You have your contacts and whatnot. This can all be synced seamlessly with your username from your computer. I'm sorry guys, I've gone through 20 applications in a little bit and it's gotta get into me. Anyway guys, that's all I'm going to show you for this application. Just wanted to get the name out there for it. It's going to be Skype. That is going to be my number 4 application. My number 3 application, we're getting down there, and it was a recent one that I fell in love with along with, not this, get out of this. Sorry, I tapped this accidentally. Get out, get out, get out. Anyway, my number 3 application that I showed a lot of you guys a while ago, and pretty much everyone that uses the iPod and iPhone did fall in love with it. It made it to the top of the paid list in the App Store. Is going to be iDracula. Just had an update, and the update is sweet. It's got more levels, more villains coming at you, more weapons. It's got pretty much just overall better and more solid and fluid gameplay. I don't know why I have a terrible There we go, sort of. Anyway, we'll enable sound, no. Go into iDracula, you have your main menu here, and from here you have play game, options, instructions. Why am I getting such a terrible... There we go. I guess that'll have to work. High scores and then credits. We'll go into play game and I'll show you a little bit about it. Very simple idea. Very fun gameplay though. You have these controls that have been instructed into your device that make it so addicting and so fluid. That's why you definitely want to come back for more, because it really is one-of-a-kind controls that I haven't seen so far on the iPod or on the iPhone. You have your 3 levels, which is going to be Grave Park, Frozen Earth, and Castle Hall. We're going to do Frozen Earth, and then you have your 4 different game modes. I don't know why I'm getting such a terrible blur right now. That's kind of weird. To zoom out and zoom in. Oh my gosh. Let's try. We'll try right there. Okay, it's still blurry for a little bit. I don't know how long. Anyway, you have survival, super survival, wave attack, and then rush. Rush is probably my favorite. Rush is pretty much where you're just equipped with a chain gun and pretty much just go at it. You have hundreds of thousands of kabillions of just zombies and whatnot just coming at you, and using the controls you pretty much just have to survive your way through it. Seems like an easy concept because you have one of the biggest guns in the game to start out with unlimited ammo. It's not. Don't think it is though. It's very difficult to play through. I'll show you a really quick gameplay of it, and then I'm going to try and turn my camera off and get this focus back in sync. Here's your little controls over here. Oh, that's sweet. I haven't played Rush in a while since this started. I guess when you play Rush now, you get to pick which weapon you want to use. That's really cool. And a lot of people just think that you can just stand in the middle and just spin in circles and whatnot. That doesn't work. Don't try it. Don't think it will work. It will not. And you do have to set up different paths by killing different werewolves in this specific level. And by doing that, you set up little paths to walk through, and then you can turn around and kill everything following you, because you have a lot of crap coming at you from every single angle at once. It's pretty hard to maneuver through, and I want to show you everything that's on your screen right now, like the health and whatnot, but I'm sorry, I really am kind of busy right now. You know what, we're going to die anyway. Let's see if we can just pause it. Alright, so here we go. Up at the right, or up at the very top of the screen right here, you have your health bar. The right top of your screen, you have a little radar map showing you exactly where all the zombies are coming from and where you're located. And on the left bottom corner, it kind of just turns your guy so you can go straight forward, left and right, or any way with that. And then over here is where you actually turn your gun. And by using this, you turn your player and your gun. And simply by just turning it, you will actually already shoot. So you have no need to turn yourself other than if you want to shoot at an enemy. So if you do decide to actually turn this little dial over here, it will automatically shoot for you, which is a very nice feature. Down at the bottom, if you're playing a different game mode where you need to actually get different types of weapons, you can just fling through your weapons down here on your inventory screen. But now that we're on a rush mode, you pretty much just have one weapon and it's just unlimited ammo. Survive as long as possible. Seems easy. It's not. I'm telling you that 1,000 times. It's not. It's very difficult. And I'm about to die. We're just going to die anyway. Let's just kill myself. Alright, so just had 100 werewolves just eat me pretty much. Here's a little run through pretty much of what you just did. Survived for how long, monsters killed, the level you reached, the omens that you collected, which is pretty much later in the game. It's not really in Rush that much. And then score also. And it also shows your rank, and it's noob. I don't think I've ever got past noob, which just really attacks my self-confidence. But anyway, we're going to go back out of this application. That's going to be my number 3 application for my top 20 called iDracula. Alrighty guys, and my number 2 application is going to be called App Sniper. It's 99 cents and it will save you a ton of money. What this application does is it alerts you when any application in the App Store has a price drop, or when any application is newly released throughout the App Store. That's the coolest thing about it, is it's pretty much just apps. I would consider this to be App Store 2.0. I don't know why my focus is so messed up right now. But it's better than the App Store, I think, because it shows you all the price drops, by what percentage that they dropped, or if it's green, then it actually shows you that it's been dropped to free. So let's see if I wanted to get Decipher. It's a free application that was just lowered down to free, and here's a little description of it. And then these little bars right here, you have photos that you can go check out. Just go into there. It doesn't open up your browser. It just opens up a little page with photos that you can scan through that are available in the App Store. Here's the statistics of the application on how well it's been selling or being downloaded throughout the App Store. You can snipe the application, which I'll show you in a second. You can ban the seller, which does come in handy a little bit if it's like a travel agency and you'll never want to see travel, or if it's like a language translator and you never want that, you can always ban it so you don't have to be alerted on new price drops and reductions for that. And then there's also a message so you can like email a friend and whatnot about this application. Oh, I want to get out of this. I don't want to go in here. Go back into App Sniper, sorry guys, and it'll have to sync again. It only takes about 5 to 10 seconds to sync, and then you're pretty much just good to just go scan through hundreds of thousands of applications. I'll show you what sniping an app is because that's probably the best thing about it without a doubt. At the bottom though, for your HUD you have on sale, which is the ones that have just been lowered. Your new apps, which have just been released, and it shows you how long ago they were released. So the newest one is Popatronic Free, which was released less than an hour ago. Your hottest apps, which I don't really use too much because that's pretty much just my top 50 for my app store if I want to go into there. Snipes, which I'll show you in a second, then configuration, which is just very simple kind of configuration that you can go through yourself and personalize the application. For sniping an application, this means that you can watch any specific applications that you want, and by doing so, you can see when that application has a price drop. Any price drop or a certain price drop that you're looking for. So let's say that I want to snipe a new application. Let's snipe iDracula. We'll do iDracula. Apparently I have to type in iDracula is not coming up. Alright, so we won't snipe iDracula. I've never seen that. We'll just snipe Super Monkey Ball. Why isn't Super Monkey Ball coming up? What happened to all my applications? I've already sniped that one before. That's very weird. Okay, well I guess we won't show you how to snipe an application. You'll just have to take my word on it. These are the ones that I'm sniping right now. Field Runners, Bloom, Sway, Let's Golf, Color Splash, the Oregon Trail, and the newly released one, Assassin's Creed. And by selecting an application to snipe, you can actually decide what... Oh my goodness guys, I'm sorry. My camera died for the 3rd time because my memory card got full. And I'm so excited to get this review over. I'm still deciding if I'm going to make this a 2-part kind of an episode because it's going to be like 45 frickin' minutes. Anyway guys, that was my number 2 application. That's going to be App Sniper for you guys. Sorry I couldn't show you everything that I wanted to, but let's just get it over with. Let's go to my number 1 application. And that is going to be, I'm sure a crap load of you guys can already figure out what it's going to be. My number 1, wait a second, what did I just miss? Oh, I guess I didn't miss anything. Anyway, back to my terrible drum roll. My number 1 application is going to be called Cube Runner. This was one of my originals, might have been one of in my first review. But doesn't that music just get you pumped to go just avoid the crap out of cubes? Pretty much the entire application is you are this little arrow, or you're supposed to be like a spaceship, and you're avoiding cubes that just come at you. It's the most simple concept that I've seen. It is the most addicting game that I've played. It is free. There is no reason to get this application. No. There is no reason not to get this application. Sorry, that was terrible wording. It is an awesome application. I'll show you some gameplay of it. You have 3 different types of level gameplays. You can play easy, medium, and hard. You can also create a level. If you go onto their website, you can create a level and then you can actually download the level pack. That's free as well. But I like to just play it on hard because that's pretty much the most fun for me. Go through, and pretty simple. Up in the left top corner you have your score that you're actually scoring at the moment. Up in the right top corner you have your high score of all time, and then you also have your settings. There's a couple of them. There's instructions, portrait view, which is turned like this. That's not as fun. You want to play it in landscape mode. You have your settings, which, wait a second, I'm in settings and I can go into more settings. I've never noticed that. Anyway, so you have settings and settings, then you have clear high score, which I will never do because my high score is 385, and I am bragging about that because I always say I'm not trying to brag. I am. That is an awesome high score. You will not beat that. Alright, manage level packs, which is what I say in here about how you can create a level pack, and then also credits. So if you want to pretty much just play through, my high score on 385, or my high score on hard is 385. I do hope you guys can beat that. If you guys can beat that, then you are pretty much a beast at this application, and I give you full credit for it. Go on a new game, and I'll show you what you're doing. You're using the accelerometer. I'm going to die right here. You're using the accelerometer just to tilt your little spaceship, kind of an arrow thingy, through these little pathways pretty much, and just try to get as far as possible. There's different obstacles that come up later in the application, such as tunnels. The colors do change. It gets faster. The music changes. This is so simple. It looks like it's just like a piece of crap thrown together. It's not. This is one of the most just amazingly structured applications I've ever seen because it is so addicting. It's free. It's so much fun to play. I've legit just spent just probably hours just playing this application. I don't mean that I just sit at home on my bed playing this application. I mean that during school, if you're ever bored during school, this is the application that you will play because it takes no time to set up. You don't have to get into it. Like, you don't have to like start somewhere and then start from the beginning. It's just pick up and play. This is one of the best pick up and play applications that I've seen on the App Store so far. This is my #1 application for my top 20 apps I have ever reviewed to date. And I don't know if a lot of you guys are going to agree with me on this. I don't know. I'm just so addicted to this game, strangely. It's always my #1 free application that I've seen so far. And here's one of those tunnels that I was talking about. Now the colors change. See, as you guys see, I'm a nerd. I'm so good at this game. I've played it so much. So it's not that I'm just talented at this kind of stuff. It's that I've played this so much that I'm pretty much just a complete loser. And that's going to be it. That's CubeRunner, guys. That is my #1 application that I've reviewed to date. Out of the hundreds that I've reviewed, my #1 is CubeRunner. It's free. I recommend the crap out of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. It might be 45 minutes. It might be like 22 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to split them up. I probably won't because that'll be kind of a... I don't know. I gotta think about it. I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for getting me as far as we've gotten. Hopefully we'll be able to get to my 100th review pretty soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day. See ya.